Usually, what I wear, skirts in hats in my hair, because you have no underwear they said. Spilling out words I wrote, honesty.
Hello students! For today's lesson, we will discuss about spatial product. What is spatial product? Spatial product, it is a mathematical term in which factors are combined to form products. We have the types of spatial products. Number 1 is square of binomial. Number 2, product of sum and difference of two binomials. Number 3 is square of trinomial. We have the first type of spatial product, the square of binomial. What is this all about? It is the square of binomial, the sum of the square of the first term twice the product of the two terms, and the square of the last term. We have the first example. Quantity x plus 3 raised to the second power. We notice that the first term is x, the second term is 3, will be equal to the square of the first term, which is x squared, added to the twice the product of the two terms, which is 2 times x times 3, plus the square of the last term, which is 3 squared. The answer is x squared plus 6x plus 9. We have the next example. Quantity x plus 3 raised to the second power. It is equal to square the first term, which is x squared, plus twice the product of the first and the second, which is 2 times x times 3, plus the square of the last term, which is 3 squared, is equal to 9. The answer is x squared plus 6x plus 9. Next is quantity b minus 5 raised to the second power. Square the first term is b squared minus 2 times the first and the second, which is 2 times b times 5, plus square the last term, which is 5 squared, is equal to positive 25. The answer is b squared minus 10b plus 25. Third is quantity 2x plus 11 raised to the second power. We have to square the first term, which is quantity 2x raised to the second power, plus twice the product of the first and the second, plus square the last term, which is quantity 11 raised to the second power, will be equal to 4x squared plus 44x plus 121. Next type of spatial product is the product of binomial sum and difference. The product of the binomial sum and difference is equal to the square of the first term minus the square of the second term. Here is the pattern. Quantity a plus b times quantity a minus b. The answer is a times a is a squared minus b times b is b squared, meaning we have to square the first term minus the square of the last term. We have the given example. Quantity 2x plus 3 times 2x minus 3. The first term is 2x and the second term is 3. We have to square the first term, which is quantity 2x raised to the second power, minus the square of the second term, which is quantity 3 raised to the second power. The answer is 4x squared minus 9. Next is quantity 3x plus 2 times 2x minus 2. The result will be 9x squared minus 4, because we can also multiply 3x times 3x is 9 squared, positive times negative is negative, and then 2 times 2 is 4. Negative 5 minus 4b quantity multiplied to negative 5 plus 4b. We just multiply negative 5a times negative 5a is positive 25a squared. And then negative times positive is negative. 4b times 4b is 16b squared. Next is quantity x minus 4 times x plus 4. So x times x is x squared. Negative times positive is negative. 4 times 4 is 16. Or we just square the first term, which is x squared, minus square the last term, which is 4 squared is 16. Last is square of a trinomial. The square of trinomial is equal to the square of the first term plus or minus square of the second term plus or minus square of the third term plus or minus 2 times the product of the first term and the second term plus or minus 2 times the product of the first and the third term plus or minus 2 times the product of the second and the third term. We have examples. Number 1, quantity x plus y plus z raised to the second power will be squared the first term is x squared plus squared the second term is y squared and then squared the third term is z squared. And the next is 2 times x times y is 2xy and then 2 times x times z is 2xz plus 2 times y times z is 2yz. The answer is x squared plus y squared plus z squared plus 2xy plus 2xz plus 2yz. Number 2, 2x minus 3y plus 5x raised to the second power. We have to square the first term, which is 2x quantity raised to the second power, plus squared the second term, which is quantity negative 2y raised to the second power, plus square the last term, which is quantity 5x to the second power, plus 2 multiply the first and the second, which is 2 times 2x times negative 3y, plus 2 multiply the first and the last, which is 2 times 2x times 5z, and then plus 2 multiply the third and the last, which is 2 times negative 2y times 5z. The answer is 4x squared plus 9y squared plus 25z squared minus 12xy plus 20xz minus 30yz. Okay, before we end up, remember this, perfection has to do with the end product, but excellence has to do with the process by Jerry Moran. It came from Brainy Cause. That's all. We will see next in my next YouTube channel.
It's our time to shine. Show that's the kind of state of mind you gotta combine with hard work and time. You gotta climb to the top. Don't let